my daily bread. Today the Lord is speaking to all of you that who do you think really is a prophet? Prophets are really much close to the Lord, really the chosen ones that the Lord Himself assigns, and they're really very close to the Lord because they continuously hear and know the will of the Lord and let the people know what God wills. So they're very really close to the Lord and have a very close relationship with the Lord. And if you really want to understand what actually a prophet goes through in his life and what his life is all about, you will really see the prophet in a very different way than you usually assumed how he actually was. And there are many prophets and prophetess, and if you want to understand how their life is all about, you can understand it by relating it to Jonah's life. Jonah was sent to Nineveh. Okay, the Lord sent Jonah to Nineveh to warn them that they're sinning against the Lord. But Jonah was afraid. He was afraid of so many things. Maybe he also had social anxiety. Maybe he was also introverted. Maybe he was embarrassed. Fear of rejection, fear of being humiliated. So many things might have gone through Jonah's mind, and he changed his mind and he went somewhere else. But as a punishment, the Lord made a big fish swallow Jonah. Jonah's situation was really terrible because you were swallowed by a fish and yet alive. A fish, and that for 3 days. It's a horrible situation for any human being. And in that fish's belly, he repented, and then he went to Nineveh. It was the only option for him at the end, but he has to go to Nineveh. He went, he told them and asked them to repent, and yet for the only good thing that happened is they repented. They listened to Jonah's voice and the words that the Lord has given him to tell them. And this is also like this same situation every prophet and prophetess goes through, because the Lord continuously tells them to tell His words to the people, but they're very much afraid. Maybe they're very much not willing to do it because they're afraid of being humiliated, rejected. So many things might go into their minds and they're not ready. But yet when they reject the Lord's words, they also go through a lot of troubles from the Lord, just like Jonah. And the only option at the end will be for them to do the will of the Lord. Let's just tell the people what the Lord is telling, and they believe it or not, just live upon them. And this is how hard a prophet's life is really all about. And there are many prophets in these end times. The Lord also said that there will be many false prophets who will deceive the elect, the chosen people also. So be very careful of whom you're hearing, and ask the Lord who are the true prophets around you, and the Lord will let you know and hear their warnings for you are in the end times. And pray that the Lord lead you and encourage in Jesus' name.